Anna and Falco to share with us so many exciting opportunity with the rise of our hydrogen inhaler, right? In fact, with this, we have got so many new qualifiers to our Yunnan trip. It's also because of the hydrogen inhaler. Now, we have actually been studying and looking at the markets, and we realized that, hey, actually now we already have so many units of hydrogens in the system, in the market. Okay, we are the leading hydrogen system distributor at least in Malaysia and Singapore. Now, I'm sure some of you also say, hey, now that we already have so many customers, what do we do with them, right? So here, we are looking at this opportunity again, as Falco is saying, yesterday, in 2026, hydrogen is going to be equal to alkane. It's just like alkane and spirulina together, alkane and biofuel together, and now alkane with hydrogen together. We are going to be the leading brand whenever people talk about hydrogen. So, for those of your customers who have enjoyed the benefit of the hydrogens, I'm sure they are going to find out more from you about the benefit of hydrogen and what else actually can bring upon to them. So that's why we see that we already have like 10,000 or more hydrogen system in the market. It's time we go back to them and tell them that, hey, this is the opportunity presented to you again to use alkane hydrogen water at home for your family. And also not to forget, alkane BioPure is the 30 years old brand in the market. You know, alkane BioPure, our water purifier, started in the year around 1997 or 98. So we are already 30 years in the market. And how many units do you think we have in the market? In fact, we have got more than 1 million of households have used BioPure before. They need to upgrade the system. It's maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but one day. And we are going to use this to make alkane and hydrogen the number one in our market. Alright? So you look at it, maybe this is quite similar with the previous version, but the opportunity is different. So today this is what I would like to share with you. Now, so we have been distributing BioPure for 30 years. So that's why today we have a new Hydromi, which is RO plus hydrogen. That's why we say beyond perfect water. Alright. So now let me ask the questions. How many of you here are parents? Yeah, I can see so many hands raised up, right? As parents, we always want to give the best to our children, right? Education, the best education or the best that we can afford. Maybe I think today the children like iPhone, iPad and all this. So as a parents, we want to give all of these good things that we can, whenever we can, to pass down and to give them, right? The love, the education and the wealth, whatever that we can do from the parents. But do you know that we are also passing down something that maybe not so favorable and desirable? Do you know we are also passing down plastic waste? We are passing a lot of environmental pollutions or maybe byproducts, along with the love and the education and everything best that we give to our children. Unfortunately today, every day there is 1.1 million tons of plastic globally. So just to give you a picture, every day 2,400 Boeings, the weight of 2,400 aeroplane is the waste of plastic waste everywhere in the world. Okay? Now, maybe just a question, how much of these will go back to our food and go back to our environment, right? So this is something that is, I'd like to touch a little bit more, right? Next. Now, we all know plastic is not something from the earth naturally. It's actually man-made. is invented by human. And plastic doesn't break down very easily. I think every one of you know. Today, in the restaurant that we use, we just have our lunch, there is no straw, because every straw takes 200 years to break down. Very slowly. So it's not only from today I use it, it's not only in my lifetime, maybe my children's lifetime, and my grandparents, in my grandchildren's lifetime also. It will take that long to break down. So yes, it will be gone one day, but very slow. And maybe over time, it will break down to very small. From a piece of straw, it becomes very small. Maybe it becomes 1 micron one day. 1 micron, okay, our hair is about 30 to 40 micron. And that is already very fine, right? So we cannot see what is 1 micron floating in the air. Maybe in this moment on the floor, a little bit, right? So there is a good chance, and in fact it's already known that actually it can go back into the water that we drink and into the life that we are living. Every day, you like it or not, is there actually. So then maybe this will lead to the next question. How bad is it or how good is it, right? Microplastic is very small, and because it keeps breaking down, from one day it will become from micro to become nano. That means it's 10,000 times smaller than your hair. So none of us can see this. And guess what? It will go back into our body, into the food that we eat, the water that we drink, because it's so small you can't see, right? And it's already been known that this microplastic or nanoplastic goes back into our body cell. Okay? And not just that, it can actually, from the blood, it can travel to your brain. So it can go everywhere. So, and this is not just quoted by me, but you can actually find a lot of information. It can actually go into your body, the blood, and everywhere. And the not so good news is, nobody knows how long it will stay in our body. Right? So, here also some study and research. It's actually shown that this one over here, that you can see it's actually increased the possibility of stroke and heart attack. 4.5 times is a lot. But maybe this is also an opportunity for us to find out, hey, what can we do about this to change our life and to protect our loved one? Because it can cross into your brain, so there were already some study that shows that it's related to the dementia problems, our elderly whose memory becomes worse, and there are also some connected diseases like Alzheimer and Parkinson. Of course, this is not because of microplastic itself, but there are possibilities that this is related and linked. Now, what about our loved one? I believe some of you are in your 30s and 40s, you have your families, right? And unfortunately, it's already found that microplastic and nanoplastic is present in the breast milk. As a mother, you want to give the best to your newborn because breast milk is so nutritious and is many times better than the milk powder. But it was also reported that it's present inside there. So it can just pass on. It's not only from you. So that's why I say, what do you want to pass to your children, right? The best education, your bank account, very many travel memory, but along with it, there are also unfortunately some things that are threatening and not so desirable. So I just want you to keep some idea about microplastic and nanoplastic. And because today we are also talking about hydrogens, right? So in hydrogen, like what my long video have introduced, we talk about free radical. Okay. Now, unfortunately, microplastic also can generate and interact with free radical. So what I'm trying to say here is, eventually microplastic can oxidative stress. Okay, that means it will do what the free radical do, causing some harm to your body. So they similar in the damages that bond body. Okay, so now we are talking about free radical. just now, I think the video was so good, already presented by Mike Long. What I wanted to say is free radical is a process which is happening around all the time. Okay, it may come from somebody who smoked, or maybe the car that passed by generated some carbon dioxide gas. The factory next to our house or somewhere near, that it's actually generating smoke, and from the sunlight that are exposed to us. Okay, so there are many sources of microplastic or free radical that can actually be generated. But at the same time, our body is also like a small factory. Everything that we eat and our system inside there, we have also generated some free radical. But our body is very smart. It will help to neutralize and remove some of these free radical. But as we go older, our system also becomes slowing down, right, naturally. So therefore, it can actually still pose some problem for us, for our health. Today, there are already reported many diseases, some 170 diseases that actually have impact to our major part of the organ, as what is listed here. Okay. So basically, the takeaway is free radical can happen externally or internally from your body. All right. Yes, we can. Our body is a very smart factory. Maybe it has got the AI inside also. So our body will find a way to fight against the free radical. And also from the food that we eat, it helps to neutralize some of it. And I'm sure we have been talking about free radical and antioxidants, right? So there are many supplements that is giving antioxidants. That means the protections from to fight against the free radical. But here I want to actually show you something. Some of these supplements that we take, actually there is a the molecule, there is a size of it, so we call molecular size. The number here is the size of the molecule. All these can actually help you to neutralize free radical. But the smaller it is, the more powerful. Okay, so from this chart you can see hydrogen molecule is definitely the smallest, and therefore it's actually the most effective one. We can have all the others to help us, but definitely hydrogen is the lightest and the most powerful antioxidants. Now, can I tell some story again? Okay. The story about hydrogen gas. I wish some of you have heard about this, but maybe you have not heard that Alken have started looking at hydrogen for many years also. I have been with the company for a long time. So when we first researched this topic, it was 2008. So we have been watching this, and so we have seen the research that is coming. And I myself have gone to one or two exhibitions as well as the symposium just to find out what hydrogen. It was very new at that time, but now it's of course it's already so well known. So actually, do you know Northernals is actually located in Germany. That's where our dear CEO country is about. Now, I'm sure all of us have heard that there are many places in this world that always have some magical food or magical water. That's why some people live very long time, like in some part of Japan, some part of China, and also in the case that I want to share with you today, Northern Now. For a long time, people over there are always free from being sick. They live very well. So people don't know for a long time what was the reason. Hey, the people here don't have diabetes and live much longer and healthier. Until one day, somebody actually find out that hey, this maybe got something to do with the spring water in the country and in the village. And from there, actually then this become very popular because people bring the spring water back and analyze and find out, hey, it can actually help us to fight against so many diseases and health problems. Now, this photo actually is one of the cave in Northern Now. So after people realize that this is so powerful, they organize trip. Maybe one day Alcon also can go there. Okay. Go inside. You can find some video. They will walk inside there, and you will see the spring water sometimes come out from the rock, the cave, and then there is a stream inside there. People just take. You can see the cup at the side. They scoop and they start drinking. And they realize that, hey, by keep drinking this, it helps to improve their health. At that time, people don't know what it is, but now today they know it contains high percentage of hydrogen inside. So maybe we all should be making this as a destination to visit one day. All right. So it's not something new. It's already been discovered from 1798, but today there are a lot more research that are actually coming on board. Now, what is so interesting and so powerful with hydrogen is that some of these free radicals is not very stable, so they are always attacking us. It's just like, how do I say, okay, today I wear shoes, but I wear only satu kaki. One shoes. I forgot to wear the other one, so it's not very stable, right? So you need to wear another shoe. So this is what the free radical is doing. So it's trying to keep attacking our body because it wants to achieve a stable state. So hydrogen is actually found to be the most natural and safest antioxidants for fighting against the free radical. Now, every day we are drinking about 1.5 to about 2 liters of water, and if you are drinking this 1.5 liter of hydrogen water, right, it's as good as you choose one of these food to eat. My house, we always buy some bananas to spare and apples to spare. So if you are like me, like apples or maybe like some bananas, then you have to eat 756 bananas in a day. I would think that no one else will actually wants to actually do that. Even if maybe carrot, you don't want to buy 38 carrots a day, right? Don't you? Yeah. All right. So it's a lot more easier to just drink with 1.5 liter of water, which anyway you will drink. If you are drinking, why are you not giving yourself the best water for yourself and your family? Next. Okay. We have the inhaler, we have the water. Now, there have also been some study. Let me tell you this, if you do some research, drinking water and inhaling hydrogen, they both have benefits, yeah, definitely. But because you are drinking it or because you are inhaling, it will have a faster effect for certain organ in your body. Okay, so it's good to inhale, but it's also good to drink. For example, over here, if you are drinking the water, because the water immediately goes into your stomach and intestine, so it will help you to regularize or balance or to quickly add on to help you to neutralize the free radical, and therefore it actually gives protection and better health for your stomach, for your intestine. And it's also known because your stomach is doing a lot of work there. So by taking care of your stomach and intestine, you are basically taking care of a lot of other health of your organs. Now, do you bring inhaler around like into this meeting today? No, right? I don't see any hydrogen inhaler you carry. But today, if you bottle it properly, you can bring a bottle of hydrogen water into this meeting room or into your workplace. Of course, we know eventually the hydrogen will escape a bit, but it can actually be a lot more convenient for you if you are putting the drinking water into a bottle with you wherever you go. Trust me, if every day you do this, I'm sure your health will become better eventually, right? Okay? And because inhaler, we can actually make the bottle water ourselves, that is for sure, but it takes a couple of minutes, right? Sometimes we just like to be enjoying the convenience. And in the family, you have a few persons, and it's going to take a bit time if everybody have to wait for 3 to 5 minutes to get your water. So therefore, there is a good investment if you have a unit at home that is not for only yourself, but is for everyone in your family. And of course, you can use the water to wash your face and all this. It's more about convenience. And because you drink into your intestine and through your stomach, it's actually give you that immediate response to help you to neutralize the free radical along those organs. How about inhaling? So let's take a look next. Because you're inhaling the gas, so definitely it will go into your system a lot more faster than drinking water, without doubt. And because it travels immediately to your respiratory tract and your lung, it will have the immediate effect to help you to neutralize some of the free radicals there. And it's also a lot more faster to travel and cross into your brain. Alright, and then not only that, you can wear that spa goggles for you to do some treatments and to help you to take good care of your eyes. Especially sometimes when, let's say, my eyes has got some little bloods that microcapillary burst. It's actually good to help you to neutralize and help you to faster recover your eyes. Okay, so just to share with you that there are some differences, although both are giving you the hydrogen's benefit. Next, I want to just share with you that we are talking about standard certification and all this, right? Now, there is this organization in US. Today, they are setting standard. They are actually looking at all the hydrogen product in the world, and then they have come out with some guidelines and rules for any of the hydrogen product. In order to call this product a hydrogen product, you must be able to generate at least 500 ppb. And also, you will have to be able to generate pure hydrogen molecule. Thank you. Okay. So, having shared with you a bit about what microplastic and the free radical is about and how hydrogens can help. Now, I would like to spend the next half of my presentation to share with you about the units again over here. Now, of course, the main difference here is that compared with the last version, you don't find that external pump anymore. Now, we have actually heard your feedback, and we know that this is to make it more convenient for the user. We have redesigned the unit, so that's why now the new unit doesn't have any more external device, external spare accessory anymore. So straight away you can actually just plug on and use this. And from the 2-3 years ago when we launched the NH500, we were the first one to actually introduce hydrogen's water purification system. So we are very proud to be the #1 hydrogen water purification system in Malaysia. So, okay, thank you. Now, just now I talked about the microns, plastic and all this, right? Now, RO, actually, if you see the first layer, already filter up to 1 micron to 0.1 micron, it already straight away filter off a lot of the impurity, including the microplastic. But what happens if the plastic becomes even smaller? The second goalkeeper, okay, is our RO membrane. You can see it's actually so small until it is definitely able to stop the nanoplastic from entering into the water that we drink. Today, no other purification system actually claim that they can go up to this level unless they are also promoting a RO system. Alright, so that's why we say that this is an opportunity for us to re-penetrate and to capture the market. Number 2, our USP is, of course, we are using the very unique high-tech membrane system to help us to generate the hydrogens. Now, for this system, right, basically some of the material are coming from US. Actually, it came from US, and Mr. Jiang in the factory already explained how many layers and how complex this unit. There is actually some patent inside. So for up to today, this is the fastest and the most proven technology to produce the purest hydrogen gas compared with other methods. The only problem is this is a lot more expensive. The other method that produce may be about cheaper, but it's only generate a lot less hydrogen. So that's why for this, it's actually very important to have a good system to help you to generate the hydrogen. So next, just to share with you a little bit, now there are tools that you can easily test the water quality. Like what is on the left is just incoming water which is not filtered and purified. So therefore, you can see the TDS is there, there's no hydrogen. But today, if every cup that is dispensed from our unit, we are very confident to say that it contains the more than 1000 ppb. Alright? So sharing with you the unit, now as I said, we have already redesigned it, although you don't see it a lot of changes, but basically the spare part and all the other filter and the pump already redesigned to go into this unit. Alright, so I'm showing you what this is the normal selling price of this product, but as Anna have already shared, we have seen there is a lot of opportunity to capture the market today using this unit. Going back to the inhaler customer that you have acquired, whom you have sold the unit to, it's about time this year to pay them a receipt again and encourage them. For that reason, we have actually a very special price offered to the markets. This is what we believe is going to be making our market boom again. So we understand that the market and your customer needs different payments. So have no worry, we have all the payment methods as well as installments that are already lined up. Somebody said, wow, is this a very expensive investment? Actually, we want to actually share with you this slide here. This is showing you on average the maintenance cost of a water purifier system over a period of 5 years. So at the bottom right, it is saying that it costs about 1,008 over 5 years, and it's about $375 in a year. So this means it's about $1 per day. If you are buying our unit now at 6,999, it's actually another 4 ringgit. That means with about 5 ringgit a day, you can own the system, and then you have the maintenance that is coming along with it over a period of 5 years. And just for $5 a day, is this not worth for your family and for your health? So it is an affordable investment for the family consumption and for your health. And as usual, we have our post-purchase, our service team, the Alcan service, and this is also coming from the factory you have just visited about 2 months ago. So definitely, Alcan has a very strong after-sales support to make sure that the product is continue to stay usable and also at a highest quality. Alright, so next I would like to just show some numbers. This is actually one of the statistics that we collected from the market. The market of the water market in Malaysia is very huge. It's actually looking at 10% growth every year. So that means today if Malaysia we have sold 10,000, it's going to be 11,000, it's going to be 12,000, 15,000, like that. It just keep going. So there is a lot of demand in the market. I think with the hydrogen position that we have created last year, so the market is here for us to capture. Alright. Now, and for Hydromi, we have been already selling this, so I think the advantage is we are already started one step ahead of our competitors. We have already sold thousands of units in the market ever since we launched this. So I am looking forward to see more pictures and maybe pictures of some of your customers and your families to appear in these slides here. Alright? So with that, actually it comes to the end of my presentation today. Thank you very much.